Hey you guys, Esley Greer from Entertainment Fanatic Reviews. Today I will be reviewing my favorite Halloween fan film, He Came Home. So yeah, let's get into my review of He Came Home. So He Came Home is a 2018 Halloween fan film. It's pretty much like a lot of fan films I've seen where, you know, Michael Myers is stalking someone and they may or not be killed at the end. Let's start off with my negatives because I barely have any negatives with this fan film. My main gripe, but it is a positive at the same time, is that there's no real dialogue. There's, no speaking in the film, which is, it's it took me out a little bit, but it tried something new, so I highly respect them for that. It's a positive and negative because I do like it, but I also don't. Okay, so another negative of mine is the fact that the police department hung up the first time after someone didn't answer. They're like, Haddonfield Police Department, and they're like, hello, and then hang up. I was like, really? That is not how one should do that. Like, you should ask at least 5 times. And also, if you check her phone during the phone call, it takes 7 minutes for them to answer. But then again, I know there's stuff going on. So yeah, let's move on to my positives. Like I said, there's no real dialogue, which, I was like, oh, there's no speaking in this film? That's weird. But to be honest, it really does add to the suspense of the film. And it also has some nice opening shots like a lot of the Halloween fan films do. And I feel like this fan film, along with some others, which I forgot to mention, that they do capture John Carpenter's shots. I don't know if any of you guys noticed, but there's also a hat like Laurie Strode has in the original film and the 2018 sequel. And they have it in the fan film as well, hanging up on the wall, and I thought that was awesome. Nice little Easter egg, really. So at the beginning, you hear cars outside, like after our main character gets home and she gets into her underwear and a shirt, and you hear cars, tires squealing in the background. I'm like, I wonder if that's Michael. I mean, we already saw Michael, but we know he drives. But I thought it was funny. I'm like, is Michael really spinning donuts outside right now? So I was like, what? I think this film had a nice jump scare when our main character is looking out a certain window, and then Michael's there. I'm just like, holy shit, that was great. That was perfectly timed, and actually, it was actually a good jump scare because I hate jump scares. But I love the way they did this one. I'm like, that's how you do it. That's how you do a jump scare right. We also had a fine Michael and a nice mask, which you always have to have a nice mask in a film, in a Halloween film or a fan film. Like, it'll take me out if it don't. Like, that's what some of the actual Halloween sequels, some don't have good masks, but we're not here to be talking about masks the whole time. We're talking about the film in general. So I thought that was a nice nod to Annie's character, totally. Our main character is texting her friend on the phone, and she says totally. I'm just like, haha, that's an Andy nod. There's a nice shot of Michael standing over our main character, and it's like, holy shit, that looks awesome. And I thought that was also a funny little nod to Jason Voorhees in this film. I thought I was like, that's funny, and then you realize you're like, oh, but you'll see what I'm talking about if you watch the film. I love when Michael closes the door at the end of the film and you see a nice shot of the house and the title card pops up, and I thought that was iconic. Like, I was like, they do this better than some of the actual films. I'm just like, wow, this looks really good. This fan film has been blowing up a lot recently. Like, if you know the Spirit of Haddonfield, you probably already know if He Came Home, because He Came Home has, I think, double views that Spirit of Haddonfield has, but I think both films are well deserved with what they have, and so I will give He Came Home a 9 out of 10. But with all that being said, don't be scared to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It'd be highly appreciated. And peace.